Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of RePPIM. And just as I predicted last week, I indeed didn't remake the CPPO. At least for now, I do it later when I have time. But since I don't, I didn't. So I'm just gonna skip right ahead to my most recent mod that isn't a remake, and that is C.A.I.S.E or C.A.I.S.E, which stands for Cyrus and I Love Stars Stellar Emporium. Now, as the name suggests, it's actually a collab between me and another planet maker. But well, since I Love Stars has recently changed its name into Trology on the KSP forums, that makes it now this mod is now C.A.I.S.E, but I don't like that name, so I'm gonna just have the old name. So now this mod, like KIP, also introduces more new stars and planets into the game. But well, just like KIP, it doesn't want to cooperate. Actually, and by doesn't want to cooperate, I mean Scatterer and Eve, and it's actually more so than KIP. So let us tap through the planets until we get to the first star, which is over there. Also, yeah, I did still have the new planets, which has now been renamed to the Alpharia Planet Pack. It is still installed. I forgot to. I was actually testing with it before I started recording. So I didn't want to remove it, so it's there. The first star is Theme. It's another brown dwarf, and as you can see, it's pretty much just another Chemesis, but different. It's still another binary brown dwarf with the sun. It's just different. It's a lot fainter. And here's another problem. Here's why I was saying with Scatterer not wanting to cooperate. As you can see, the thing has no sun flare. Now, it isn't really a big problem for this brown dwarf, but for the next star, it's actually a bigger problem. It has now this brown dwarf has only one planet, and that's Dallas. Now you might say, hey, that looks pretty good, but that's until you get up close, and it's just not good at all. This is supposed to be a planet filled with hydrocarbons, and it's very extreme. Now all the planet ideas are by I Love Stars or Trology, and I made all the maps and planets. Well, actually, I made a few of the maps and planets. Yeah, this one looks okay, but that's until you get close, so I won't. Okay, the next star is Murnus, and as you can see, this thing clearly is supposed to. Actually, this clearly has no sun flare, but it's supposed to have one. It just doesn't want to work. This is an orange dwarf star, by the way. And here is the first planet, Kix. It's actually a dwarf planet that is so close to the sun it actually has a bit of lava. But those aren't real lava per se, because it's actually not liquid, it's just a texture. But yeah, my reasoning with this is that it's close to the star, but the star is not very strong, so it's only able to melt some of the rock into lava, and the lava is not liquidy, it's more or less magma in a sense. It's pretty hot here, pretty close to the star. The texture work is mainly by I Love Stars, but I did the color mapping. Next are Dastin. It is a gas giant. That's it. It's just a gas giant. And unlike Cyteria, which I have the clouds with it, this doesn't. So that's why it looks like it's facing the wrong way. It has one sole moon, and that's Ortalak. It's an asteroid moon. And also, this is probably the one that this is actually the one that you see me land on the first part of the intro cinematic for this video. Now, I didn't do an intro cinematic for the last video just because I didn't have time to, and the mods were a bit scuffed. but I decided to go ahead and make one for this anyways. Now since this is very much a work in progress, there's only one planet left, and that is C.A.I.S.E. And it was supposed to have a scatterer atmosphere, but it doesn't work. It has the same glitch as in the KIP, where desert planets they have fake oceans, but they are not supposed to have. Now this is okay-ish unless you look at it is not actually the very good map. As you can see, there's a clear seam down the side, and there's also the poles are not very well made, and the tops the poles are just messed up. Now before I go, I want to show you a few updates for the new crew / the Alpharia planet pack, which I named it because, well, it's the first planet pack that I made, at least a remake of it. Now I changed a few stats around, I changed a few descriptions around. Impossible is now much bigger, but it still has the same gravity. Actually no, it has slightly lower gravity. Now Dimlets, I completely changed the map, and I also changed the orbit, so it's a bit more interesting. Now for Cyteria, I did change the ring, and I also and if you haven't gotten to the 0.55 update for this mod, I did also gave clouds to C.A.I.S.E and Dorset, but this is not the clouds you will see in the 0.55 release, as well these are the new clouds that are implemented. And as you can see, I love Dorset now, looks actually better just because the clouds are new. And finally, I did expand Sizoid a bit more. I'm thinking about giving a new name just because it's hard to pronounce. Anyways, that's about it for this video. Now as for the future of this planet pack, I will definitely remake C.A.I.S.E, but I will do it probably after I finish at least retrofitting all the old planets in the new crew Reloaded. And I mean, I Love Star / Trology is also working on another mod pack or projects. He didn't specify. But yeah, I think he will not work on C.A.I.S.E for a bit, so that's a pickle. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like it, click the subscribe button, click the like button, and check out my secondaries / actually primary channel, my mapping channel. I'm really proud of the work I put up there. Please check it out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.